Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. It is our AEW Revolution review show. I'm Smoot, along with Chucks and Will. I'm currently being hunkered down in a windstorm, it sounds like, here. I have that to deal with for the rest of the day. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, too bad. We had some snow this week.
We had a little bit of snow.
Really?
Fun for about an hour. A little melt here.
Very early, Wednesday morning or whatever it was.
Yeah. I think the
Didn't
snow...
get a day off work, though.
I think the snow here is pretty much done, even though last week it was kind of just intermittent snow flurries here and there, and like there's enough snow on the ground for, you know, the entirety of winter. I don't need any more. It's March. It should be springtime. It should be warming up, and I'm just sick of snow already.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get it anywhere near as much as you guys do, but when it does happen here, it's a bit of an event. But yeah, you'd like to think we should be getting to that stage now where it's getting a bit warmer, but it doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah, it's taking its sweet ass time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, other than that, how you guys doing?
I mean, don't your clocks go back tonight?
Fucking A. Yeah, they do.
And it's still snow.
Yeah. What time does that happen here? Daylight?
1 a.m.
2 a.m. 1 a.m. 2 a.m.
2 a.m. So from, oh god. So we'll go
It
from...
goes from 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It's weird, usually it's 1 to 2.
It's probably because of mountain time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll probably just go from, like, okay, once it's 1 o'clock, and still just skip the 2 o'clock hour, and it's like, hey, 3 o'clock.
Something like that.
Can we get rid of this? I mean, what happened to that?
Yeah, they keep threatening to do that over here. It never happens.
If the current bills pass.
Yeah, when is that? How long are they sitting on the bill?
March 15th. Said it passed the
Sunshine Protection Act.
Okay.
March 23. Oh God. I like how we're all reading the same article here.
Yeah. So Marco Rubio reintroduced into the Senate.
He's a schmuck.
This is one thing. He's doing.
Yeah.
If he could get this done, that's fine. All is forgiven.
You know what? I think the one person that can pull off, whoever it is that can pull off, ending or abolishing daylight savings will be considered a hero, no matter which side of the aisle they're on.
I'll vote for him forever.
Which way are they wanting to go with it? Are they going to go with normal time all the time, or are they going to go with daylight savings all the time?
Which one's normal time? Summer or winter?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know which one the normal one is. Daylight saving, I guess, is winter, right? So summertime is the normal time.
Yeah.
So late. I don't know. Either way, just do it. Get it done.
That's right. The bill is for permanent daylight saving time.
Okay.
Permanent standard time, yeah.
So the summer night would actually end a little earlier.
Okay, I'm not reading.
I guess that's okay.
Good for us. Should we be 4 hours behind you? The start or ahead of you?
Yeah, they're basically saying that he would leave it up to the states and things like that. And it's like, yeah, that's
kind of thought it already was.
That's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona and I guess Hawaii are on permanent standard time. Like they don't deal with the whole moving the clocks back or forward or anything like that.
So how do they get away with that? If they can do it, why can't others?
I have no idea. Anyway.
There's a quote from Michael Rufus. This changing the times twice a year is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wrong.
Let's dispel with this fiction that Marco Rubio doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Knows exactly what he's doing. That's an old reference for you. Should we do the thing? This whole
Thing.
Speaking of time, yeah.
Yeah,
It
speaking of
happened
time.
first.
Time for a revolution.
Sure did.
Oh, nice. See what we did there.
Uh,
Hell of a segue.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's okay. Oh, let me not deafen yet with this. Is this the one I used for AEW? I don't remember. No, that's the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Too early for that.
Too early, yeah.
Spoilers in there.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Did either of you watch the kickoff or the 0 hour or the whatever they call it these days?
Yes, I did,
This
and I don't
season
remember.
actually, yeah.
I missed it. But apparently we were all right, and the Briscoes and the Lucha Bros, they won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shocker.
If you can believe it, that Arya Daivari and the Varsity athletes didn't win here.
That's right, because I was talking about my speech. And they changed the format a little bit of this pre-show, kickoff show, whatever we're calling it. They had Renee, they call her Renee Young. Renee.
Paquette.
She's got more surnames than John Morrison.
She was sort of in the arena, in the crowd, throughout the show, introducing bits and interviewing people. So it was felt a bit like a WWE pre-show, without a big desk in front of her.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. It was only a small change, but it kind of felt like a bit more of a better show overall.
And how about the match? Any good?
Yeah. Must admit I didn't have to see the match. I turned over too late.
Ah.
I think I just caught the end of it.
The varsity athletes had like an NBA style entrance, and that's like the only thing I remember of this match.
No.
Fair enough. Well, that is points for everyone. Beans did actually get some predictions in.
He did.
But he didn't predict this match for
Right.
some reason. So, well, he loses out on an easy point. Don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Give me a point anyway for a laugh.
No, integrity of the game.
Yeah.
Integrity of the game.
So the main show opened with Ricky Starks beating Chris Jericho again, with the JAS band from ringside, even though Sammy Guevara did run in and had to be taken out by the Action Andretti. It's a strange one.
Did he? I don't remember.
Yeah, this is a strange run in. He didn't actually get
yeah,
into the ring.
okay.
He got cut off
Yeah,
before he could
yeah.
get there, but he was banned from ringside, so I don't know what he was thinking. But that was the thing anyway. Ricky Starks got his win. He seems to be on the way up. That's good. It's also good news for me, Beans, and Will. Not so much for Smoot. We thought Jericho was going to win it.
I went
This
with
time-
bunk info.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, Jericho did use the bat, so I mean, I thought that might have been the ender there, but I guess not.
Could have been. I'm going to do a thing here.
Oh!
Oh, okay. Oh, is it?
Yeah, what'd you just open besides the can?
It is a weird, tall can. It's still 330ml, but it's still skinny and tall. Of that Iron Brew 1901.
Oh no.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that in camp.
Yeah. Iron Brew 1901. Let's see if I can find a picture of this tall can.
I bought a few bottles of that. Oh, yeah, I see it in a can.
Yeah.
I've got a few bottles of that, and I wasn't really impressed. Actually, I must admit.
It was there. It was different. I figured I'd try it again. It's okay. It's a bit of a change from the normal Cokes and. Oh, I did get some.
That it's still around. Actually, I thought it was supposed to be a limited edition type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some grape Fanta as well. That's always good.
Oh yeah.
Big fan of the grape Fanta.
Still tried that. I've seen it around.
Try it out. It's good. So yeah, Ricky Starks beat Jericho. We'll get on to what these guys are doing next. Jack Perry. So this one changed. What was the timeline on what this match was? It was no holds barred, and then it was something else, and
yeah, it was no holds barred, and then they changed it to the final burial, as you see up there. Like,
final burial.
Because when we reviewed it last week, yeah, no holds barred, and then
Forever it was. Don't call it a casket match.
yeah,
Yeah, or buried alive. So why would they not promote that this was what the match was?
I don't think they really knew where it was until
the day of the show, because the Wednesday before they did that little video package of Jack Perry digging the grave.
That's right, they didn't.
So they must have known there was some kind of something there.
Yeah.
Unless they did that and then thought afterwards, oh, maybe we should make the match like that. Use that. Which is a problem in itself.
Yeah.
Thumbs are twitching. I might want to give the thumbs down early. Not promoting a stipulation. Why wouldn't you? The match itself was fine, but a little too much messing about up on the stage for me. It was all kind of.
Wait, you weren't? You mean to tell me you weren't a fan of the corner cam being placed on the stage for some reason?
Whatever, I'm okay with that. The corner cam got killed later on.
Yeah.
No, it's more like when you have a stipulation match like this and everything goes a bit gimmicky. Like, you get the same in like Inferno matches and stuff like that, where the wrestling kind of stops and it's just who can push the other guy into the coffin. It's just not as fun. So I'm going to push you in, and then you're going to push me in, and then I'll block the lid, and you can block the lid, and I don't know. Wasn't for me. I think these guys could do better. But that was what they did, and Jack Perry won. He took forever to close the lid for some reason. Everyone started shouting, "Close the lid! Close the lid!" at him.
Yeah, and then the casket
Actually,
sunk.
He did, but then the thing dropped like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure, was that intended? I don't know. Maybe it was.
There's no dirt shoveling or anything.
No. Points for everyone, because this was the right thing to do. They got that one right. This one I'm not so sure about. We go on to the Trios title match, where the Elite did not retain. 3 of us predicted the Elite. Only Will gets a point here. For
I'm so tired of the fucking
House
Elite.
Black.
I'm not picking them again.
They might not be here next time.
No.
House of Black wins. So that whole best of 7 with the Elite led to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
You sound surprised.
I am surprised. Quite surprised. Yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts about this one?
I mean, if this is the Elite's last match, and FTR is returning, then man, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. If the rumors are true, that's kind of crazy to me.
Has there been more that's come out this week?
I don't know. I haven't heard much of anything wrestling wise.
I only saw that it was the Jacksons as well, not just Kenny, that was being rumored. I thought it was just him, but apparently they're all being looked at. It would be weird. But they did come out on the... Jumping forward a little bit, they came out on Dynamite. It looks like a bit of a three-way deal now. Jericho and his boys kind of want the three-way titles.
No.
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 They made the challenge, but the Elite answered it, so it looks like they're sticking around for a little while. Doesn't necessarily
To give Jericho the rub that he doesn't need.
Yeah, to put the young kid over.
The fuck?
We'll get to that in a little bit. Three-way for the women's title. Did either of you actually sit through this one?
Yes. Yes, I
must
did.
admit, I must have dozed off or something. I can't remember a thing that happened. Jamie Hayter retained, which means points for being smooth. Beans and Will both thought Saraya would win. Not this time.
This match kind of stunk. Mainly the finish.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if Ruby Soho was turning, why didn't she do it during the match to win the championship?
Excellent question.
It makes Saraya's group look even more hokey and dumb than they already are.
And what was the deal with the slaps last week?
Slaps last week. What do you mean?
She slapped both of the others.
Oh,
they were
yeah,
all in the
yeah,
ring
yeah.
together, and she slapped one and then the other.
Yeah.
So, oh, well, which side is she on? Well, apparently she's decided ages ago.
Yeah,
Their explanation was that when she showed up, people cheered for
That's
Britt
right.
Baker.
yeah.
So she's been pissed with these homegrowns for as long as she's been around. And she's been pretending that she's not. And yet she still had to keep it all mysterious.
Yeah.
Again, thumbs downs. It's too early, but...
Yeah, that's a
we
thumbs
know.
down contender for the week, for sure.
Yeah.
And then also the fact that, like, why did Tony Storm break a camera? I didn't understand that.
Yeah, what's that all about? Did someone say something about the cameras being expensive? I think someone on... there was someone on
Excalibur
Twitter
was like,
saying-
yeah, that's a six-figure camera.
Someone, before it happened, there was for some reason there was talk. I'm gonna have to look it up on Twitter. Someone tweeted, I think, about how expensive the equipment is. I don't know why, where it came from.
Was it me? 'Cause you,
It might have been you. Did you say that?
you said something about how that was foreshadowing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Let's see here.
So-
Hold on.
That was
Oh, I
something
gotta
really
find it.
strange that you would say that, and then unless my stream was just behind or something. I don't know, maybe you said it because she smashed it, and then I saw it. God, that's weird. Sweet's got some kind of foresight.
I think it was just a coincidence.
In which case, why were you talking about cameras?
Oh, it's because, yeah, Will pointed this out, and I was like, I noticed it during the match itself in the early goings when they were in the crowd about how it looks like they're using a 4 camera to shoot with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that can't be cheap.
And then she smashed a camera.
And then she smashed an actual TV camera, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that match was just not good. I think the stuff in the beginning and then the lead up into the middle and then all that was fine. But when you got down to the end, it just ruined everything. Because like I said, if Ruby was supposed to turn, why not do it during the match so that you can win the titles?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Or
just...
why didn't she turn when she had the problem with the people all, booing her and stuff?
Yeah,
Why did she wait until afterwards?
you got me.
None of it makes sense. Apparently, yes, at some point, I think it was this during the trios match, I think Tony Schiavone said, unpredictability makes it hard to predict. So that's good. And yeah, what we got now? Nothing. yeah, points for us. Yeah, what have we got next? Oh, the Bloodbath, Texas Death Match.
Yeah.
This is my time to shine. I think you all went for John Moxley.
The Deathmatch
He
King.
actually Deathmatch King, but not on that night. Adam Page wins it.
I wasn't unhappy with this match because I actually liked it. I just didn't like who won.
Why do you not like who was won?
I don't know. I don't think Adam Page should have gone over.
During this match, Taz said, "I was wondering who would have the home field advantage here in San Francisco." Yep.
Probably the fans, Taz.
Exactly. Anyone who's actually from there.
Yeah.
Neither of the guys in the ring. Yeah, this was good. I figured Page would win because he seems the most likely next challenger for what I assumed would be MJF. But apparently this isn't over.
No.
So, I got the point for the wrong reasons. Wardlow is your new TNT champion. Was your new TNT champion. He beat Samoa Joe.
This made me a little bit upset. And then it kind of parlayed into what also made me upset later on in the main event. But yeah, this made no sense to me whatsoever, other than Samoa Joe pissed off somebody backstage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was the thing that happened. Didn't go that long. Wardlow, your new champion. Samoa Joe disappeared.
Samoa Joe choked out with the Coquita Clutch, his own move, and then...
His own
Why didn't he use his own move?
Yeah.
I guess he's off to ROH.
Maybe. He still has the ROH TV title, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You might be right. Could be where he ends up. Which means only 2 matches left. One of them
I did
be...
dog shit on this show. What the fuck?
Oh, it's not so. Get there. The 4-way for the tag titles. Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett were in there, and Orange Cassidy and Danhausen for some reason. But the Guns win. They retained. I assume the others were in there just so the Acclaim didn't have to take the fall, and they can get another match at some point down the line. This was just a thing. This was a match. It was fine. Wrestled around for a while. The big news coming out of it. Oh, Guns. So Guns win. We all get points. That's fine. Big news was that FTR's back.
Yeah.
I thought their contracts were supposed to be up like next month.
Maybe they hit a deal.
Maybe they did.
Watch
big news.
Watch the Guns beat them clean.
Ha.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something.
Yeah, they won the match, and then like the crowd just went completely silent.
Yeah. Yeah, no one wanted that. But that sets up some stuff. What's going to go on with the Acclaimed now? Everyone loves the Acclaimed, and they're just out of the picture. Strange. I kind of thought that this would carry on. They would have the Guns pin one of the other teams, the Acclaimed get, another chance at some point. Maybe they win them back. But... So the Guns are moving on. The Acclaimed were just beaten for the belts, and they don't get them back, and now they're... I don't know what they did wrong. It was working. It wasn't time. Ah, well. And then the main event. This was a 60-minute Iron Man match, and it went 60 minutes, and then a bit more. Who would have seen that coming?
I even said I wanted MJF to retain, but for the game, I'm picking Danielson, and At this point, I thought I would have had a better showing in the predictions, but apparently not.
So you actually went for Danielson, did you? I got you written down as MJF here.
Oh, did I?
Oh no. Well, I don't know. I can change that if you want to cost yourself a.
Well, if you got it on the paper.
I do have it on the. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Ta-da.
All right. There
What are
you
you
go.
saying about integrity of the game?
Hey, look at that. Okay. Woo.
I'll have to take this to VAR, get review the footage, and see what actually happened. But yeah, I had you written down as MJF for some reason.
Yeah, maybe I was trying to type it for Will or something, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyway, this
I'll
one.
go back and listen to it after the show.
Sure. This was a thumbs down for me. This is
Oh.
tie one into the other.
Oh.
As we're at the end of this prediction game anyway.
Well, hold on. We gotta tally up the points here before we get into that.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up. Anything to say about the match itself before we do?
I don't understand why it's so fucking hard to keep a clock on the screen.
Oh yeah, there's that as well.
I shouldn't
Make it
have to
very
do my.
small, put it down in the corner. Every sport has a clock on the screen. It's
Yes.
not a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Wrestling Company in 2023 has an issue with keeping a goddamn timer on the fucking screen at all times. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You did it
Yeah,
for the
I agree.
pre-show. It was there pretty much the entirety of the pre-show, unless they took it down for whatever reason. But it was there during the pre-show 0 hour bullshit. Why not for the actual Iron Man match? Doesn't make any sense.
And it did go 60 minutes.
It did.
It was a legit 60. So
Yeah. Because if you're just going to hide the clock, you're definitely going to kayfabe the time.
well, you would think that's why they would do it. Like at the Rumble, you don't have it on the whole 2 minutes.
They should! That's the thing!
They should.
It's the integrity of the match.
Makes it much harder to hit your time cues though when it's real time cues.
That's not my problem.
Yeah, well, I agree with this one. There was no reason not to have it there. It doesn't have to be a giant clock graphic. Just make it a small one. Stick it down, out of the way in the corner. Let's keep an eye on it.
The graphic they had was fine. Eventually they started them with the time they were using.
Yeah.
Changed them
So
up
you
3
mean-
times during the game, during the match.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what the fuck?
Anyway.
That was strange. So, Bryan Danielson got the first fall. He hit the bicycle knee 25 minutes in. So, in theory, he should be the champion. Obviously, this is not the stipulation of the match, but he beat the other guy first. If this was a normal match, new champion.
Yeah.
Good claim there that he could make at some point. Not long after that, MJF hits a low blow, DQ. So we're 2-0 up for Danielson. This was very confusing for the commentators and everyone watching. Low blow leads straight into a roll up, then a second pin. So getting hit in the nads does actually knock you out for some time. He could possibly kick out. So that makes it 2-2. Which is okay. So he lost one from the DQ but got 2 up, so it did pay off. It wasn't just MJF being stupid. Go down 1 and up 1. Down 1 and up 2. So fine. They wrestle around for a little while, another 15 minutes or whatever. MJF then pins Danielson again. Danielson gets a submission with about 10 minutes to go, with a Regal stretch of all things. Not his own move, but William Regal's move. So that's good. And then the timer runs out, with MJF in the LaBelle lock. And as soon as the bell rings, he taps out.
Yeah.
We get the whole thing, like we always do with these things. It's, oh, we've ended in a tie. Who would have imagined an Iron Man match ends in a draw? This has never happened before. What the hell do we do now? Well, Tony Khan gets the word out with Tony Schiavone on the headsets talking to him.
Oh yeah.
So, what, you want me to go down now? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll do that now.
Yeah.
He runs down to ringside and makes the announcement that we're going to overtime, sudden death, way. During which MJF wins. He gets Danielson in the label lock, his own move again, and Danielson taps. So MJF retains 1 hour and 5 minutes or thereabouts. A point for me, maybe a point for Smoot, I don't know, possibly. And not for Beans and Will. So, I'll leave that there, we'll come right back to it, but let's wrap this whole prediction game up for this year. Beans got 3 out of 9, because he didn't put it in the pre-show, it would have been 4.
Yeah.
3 out of 9 on the night. Smoot with 5, Will on 6, and me on 8 out of 9. That was a hell of a show. Bloody elite. Would have been a perfect game. The whole yearly results, 62 matches predicted across, 5 pay-per-views. Beans, unsurprisingly, behind 22 points. That's worse than even Smoot.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever done that bad on any prediction game. 22 out of 60. You are in third though, 43 points. Will on 47, and I'm just ahead on 50 out of 62. That's not bad going. So
I have you for 49, but sure, 50.
victorious.
Yeah, congrats. There you go.
Yes,
There you go. Here's your belt.
and in a month or so, I'll make it a clean sweep and win WrestleMania as well.
There's your belt.
Oh,
I like to infuse the WWE belt with AEW side plates.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find a good enough quality AEW title.
No, I like it. It's good.
Get what you're given.
Yeah. I'll take it. And you can use the same design for the next one as well.
Yeah, I'll just put a WWE logo.
Just change the side plates. I'll have one of each because I'm going to win both. I'll be like Roman Reigns with 2 belts.
Oh,
Chuck's 2 belts over
Well,
here.
actually, I'll come out of
2 belts?
that show with 2 belts, and he won't.
Should we get into the
So-
thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah, I'm going to go straight into it with that
Alrighty.
Iron Man. First off, Iron Man matches in general just suck. They
yeah.
they
I did it.
really suck. Because as good as they might be, and with these two, it was good. The action was good. They told a story, and things like having that Regal stretch in there, that's all good stuff. But, you know it's not going to mean anything until the 58th, 59th minute. And it didn't. Surprise, ended in a draw like every other one ever. So why can't you just do a 30-minute Iron Man? If you know
Oh,
it's gonna
well,
end
you
the same
mean to
way.
tell me that matches that ended a time limit draw suck? Oh, wow. Huh. Who could have seen that coming? Huh.
Well, kinda. But my problem is when you have... If it was just a match and there's a time limit on it, because in theory, I guess every match has a time limit, whether it was 30 or 60 minutes in AEW, 30 minutes, I think. Sometimes matches will go long. That's okay. And if it's a time limit draw, that happens. Sometimes sports end in a draw. That's okay. But when you have a match that is deliberately long, it goes beyond that because, hey, these guys are just so good, they might take more than 30 minutes to pin each other. I want to see how many times these guys can pin each other in 60 minutes. And you still end in a draw? Why did you bother? The most egregious was WrestleMania 12, where they went 60 minutes and neither one of them got a pinfall.
Ooh.
So it didn't need to be an Iron Man at all. That sucked. But really, my biggest problem here is that when you go to overtime, it should be straight after the bell. There should be an understanding that if at 60 minutes, it's a draw. You just keep going. Because MJF tapped out.
Well,
Yeah, it was
MJF
like
tapped
it
out
was.
just after the thing.
that's a.
If
I
you're going
mean,
to go to overtime, he's already lost.
No, I see what you mean. Actually, yeah.
He just got a get out of jail free card.
If only they would have
Yeah.
recapped, what happens in a draw type of procedure on the rules
If only
graphic.
someone in the second biggest wrestling promotion in the world at the moment
Yeah.
could have foreseen the possibility that this
Yeah.
match could have ended 2-2, 3-3, 4-4.
0-0.
That's what annoyed me. It was like it was a surprise that it was a draw.
It's a massive surprise. Who would have thought that this could have ended this way?
Actually, the thing is, I think that it kind of, to me anyway, it kind of shows you that AEW needs an authority figure character.
No.
I think it does, because you've got announcements being made by Tony Schiavone. I mean, if Tony Khan wants to do it himself, let him do it. Someone else
No,
to do
please.
It. It
Like,
shouldn't be enough.
I think that's the worst way they can do
Well,
it.
yeah, no, sure. Yeah. I've
See his
seen
little
his
promo
seen his
for
announcement from
that
Dynamite this week.
As authority figures go, he's the least authoritative I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think All Out kind of showcased that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that too.
That's well, yeah.
But I don't know if you've heard, he's leveling up the All Atlantic title.
He is, yeah.
I did,
Really
and
leveling up.
I'm getting a little bit tired of his fucking announcements on TV, if I'm being honest.
That's my thumbs down, actually.
Alright, well, there we go.
You done, Chuck? Or you go?
I could go another 60 minutes about how Iron Man matches suck, but I won't. I'll spare you.
Yeah, it was about Tony Khan's announcement in general, and also what's the difference between an international championship and a world championship?
Exactly. What's the difference between a world championship and an intercontinental championship?
Oh yeah.
If you're champion of the world, that includes the water.
So then, is it just the All Atlantic title was about the water?
Yeah, you're only supposed to be the champion of the Atlantic coastline, and that somehow incorporated like Japan,
and Australia.
Australia.
Doesn't he got a Japanese flag on the belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it took them this long to realize, hey, this geographically doesn't make any fucking sense. Let's change it and tie it in with Shazam of all things.
Yeah.
No, that's a good thumbs down, Will. But yeah, I'm really getting sick and tired of Tony Khan making announcements that just don't live up to what they are on TV. Because it's kind of getting into Dixie Carter territory for me.
I was gonna say, don't you think he could hire Dixie Carter just to make these announcements? Every couple of months, Dixie Carter tweets out, "I've got a huge game-changing announcement," and it's always like underwhelming. And then he can do the ones that actually do mean something.
I'm hyped for the announcements, but graphics are just Tony Khan making an announcement.
Yeah. How come whenever Tony Khan appears on the show, who doesn't show up often, mind you, it's the most asinine, least important shit you can come up with. Like the International Championship could have been done by Excalibur coming out of a break.
Yeah.
I mean...
Remember that title that no one cares about? Yeah, it's going to be a different stupid name now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Got ya.
So someone's job in their graphics department every now and then is to make a graphic advertising one of his big announcements.
Yeah.
They must just go, oh, not again.
Why did they change it? Is there a story there?
They probably realised it was a stupid name.
Yeah, it's a dumb fucking name. Like...
But the new one's pretty dumb too.
Eh.
Because, like you said, that's just a world title then.
Yeah.
I don't mind it if it's just like a second-rate world title. I mean, I'm cool with that. It's just I'd rather have that than a title that geographically is inaccurate.
It was a site that is inaccurate, yeah.
Should have done a European title or something.
Yeah.
WWE are never going to do it again.
Yeah. Like, it should be from Europe of some capacity if you're gonna go after a European title, and it seemed like every, like, cruiserweight that they had kind of just was, you know, or a light heavyweight was going after it, you know?
They could actually do a hardcore title and make it not suck.
Who, AEW?
True.
Yeah. Have Moxley as the hardcore champion. That means he's going to do hardcore matches anyway, so...
Probably not going to get away with calling it that, but what would you call it?
Oh, God. The...
Extreme's out of the question.
Yeah, I can't do Extreme either.
Kill this match.
Think of something.
Undefeated.
The what?
The Rated R Championship? No.
No, I can't do that either.
My thumbs down goes to AEW's audio engineer.
Okay.
What the hell was that? And the announcer's talking over the house.
Oh, the start of the anime, yeah.
Yeah, here.
And freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, Tony. I'm in a good mood already. Sanjay Dutt's not around. That's good.
Well, those are the angels speaking to you, Shivani. And this is me.
Hello, everybody.
The world.
We were talking to everybody. And hello.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I'd love to feed the house on a regular basis. It'd be expensive, but I digress. All right.
I digress.
I digress.
Catchphrases these days.
Yeah. Digression Jones over here.
I don't understand how this company still has such a problem with the audio. Like, it used to be like every week when the mics were like cutting out.
Yeah.
And I guess this dude hit like a wrong button, and then you just hear you hear the announcers on the PA speakers or something like that.
Yeah, it can happen.
I
It's
must
live
have-
TV.
I must admit though, that I seen this on Twitter during the pay-per-view. The overall production on AEW seems to be a lot better than it used to be. Don't know if that was the guy from WWE that came over on Manchuria. Is it? I don't know if he had a lot to do with it, but it seems to be a lot better than it was. I'll give him that.
Maybe I don't notice these things, but I thought it's been alright for a little while now. Early on, there was a lot of audio problems, especially like backstage segments that just had no audio and stuff. But
Yeah.
they sorted that out reasonably quickly. It's
Oh yeah,
been
no,
okay.
I mean overall, just the way the show looks and feels, especially since they did the little revamp a few months ago.
Of the set, yeah. all the graphics, they do look better. That's true. I have... It's not so bad, but I've got another thumbs down here that we're not finished with Adam Page and John Moxley yet. It seems like it's just turning into a faction deal. The Combat Club and the Dark Order. We even had that little promo from Adam Page saying, as far as I'm concerned, it's over, moving on to new things. Well, we got dragged right back in. It's not over yet.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Like, Hangman comes out, tries to help out Dark Order,
Yeah.
and then he's like holding Blackpool Combat Club at bay, and then ends up getting his ass beat. And just, yeah, I don't know. I thought the death match would have just been like the feud ender, you know?
Well, what else do they do?
Yeah.
Blood and guts with all of the guys involved. Stadium Stampede.
Man, I'm trying to. Oh, okay.
Oh, the women's stuff. You said you were going to thumbs down the women's segments.
Maybe. There was something a little bit more pertinent at the end of the show that I think needs addressing here. And
Okay, yeah, I'm so
and-
ready.
and Will knows exactly what I'm talking about too.
Do I?
You know,
Oh, yeah, I
Let
do.
me pull it up here if I can find it. Hold on. Yeah, here we are. And they didn't. They instinctively didn't do this during any part of the show. They just happened to get a shot of it near the end. But the monitor gap space on the announce table.
They've still not sorted this out.
Esports desk. No, it's even worse.
Right.
It's even worse.
Oh no. Let's have a look at this thing then.
Look at this bullshit over here with the fucking spacing. It's spacing, and I think one of them is crooked. I think the one in the middle.
Yeah. They're not all like pushed right up against each other anymore.
Yeah, they're not. There's another shot of
That's
all
weird.
three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm glad that nobody learned from Blood and Guts by shooting into the particle board that's right there.
Also, you can't see it in that shot, but we obviously know the story that Wardlow got his car broken into.
Yeah.
Everything stolen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the TNT title's actually on the desk. So I'm thinking Tony Schiavone broke into his car.
Well, I thought it was
a replica
QT
backup.
Marshall.
Oh,
So
that
I
would
don't
be
know
great.
if it was on the desk the whole time, but QT ran in, and then this whole thing, and then the belt was there. So I thought, okay, so he must have had it the whole time, and he must have brought it out with him. But maybe not. I don't know. If it was there the whole time, then yeah, I don't know.
I think you mean the Bay Area title.
Is that what it is?
The TNT title is the Bay Area title. It was a crowd sign on the program. Oh, hit the wrong button right there.
I'm surprised no one's thumbs down the next. Well, I guess it's international title now. The next contender, Orange Cassidy's next contender.
I'm kind of saving that for next week. I'm gonna give that a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on paper.
No.
Okay. All right. I guess it's going into the will column then. All right. All right.
Just kind of a guitar shot to the knee.
You might as well just put in my thumbs down column from now on. Just put the word Jeff Jarrett in there.
All right.
That's all you need to do. No explanation, just Jeff Jarrett.
All right. Until he's off the show, huh?
Yeah.
All right. We can do that. Anyway. Well, sticking with AEW here. I'm trying to think of a thumbs up. I kind of like this here. The press conference from Revolution.
Put some of that on the today.
I didn't watch any. Was there anything noteworthy about the press conference?
Had MJF eating pickles.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit too hard to be controversial, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he was kind of riffing on the Punk cupcake things.
Yeah.
He was like, "You fuckface, you want a pickle? Take a pickle."
Yeah.
But here, Ricky Starks and Tony Khan doing the hug thing. I think it's a thumbs up for me, I guess. I don't know.
When was that? Oh, that was on the thing.
Yeah. At one point, the Backtron just went dark for no reason, which I thought was interesting. Like somebody stepped on a plug or something. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong
That was
thing here.
screen. I thought that was a image.
I'll just put the media scrum. Revolution media scrum / Starks and TK hub thing. It wasn't bad.
Oh, that's the level. If it's not bad, that's a thumbs up. It's been a bad week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upvote Will Hobbs.
Yeah.
I don't even really know why. I just quite like that. I like that he won the belt, and I'm not entirely sure why I like that he won the belt, but I like him. He's great, and there's something different, I guess, about Wardlow winning it and then losing it in 4 days.
I have a problem with that, but
Yeah, I get it. I can see why you would have a problem with that, but also I don't know that I really needed Wardlow to have another long title reign. Kind of prefer him chasing it. Yeah, I don't know. It's different. I wasn't expecting it.
well, yeah, I'll say it is different. I don't think it's good because it's different, but it is different. My issue is the fact that it's QT Marshall somehow writing himself into a storyline involving Powerhouse Hobbs winning the title for him. Like, out of all the people, out of all the managers you could think of to align yourself with, you go with QT Marshall, who hasn't won a goddamn match in the history of ever, to my knowledge.
And neither have his guys.
Yeah.
It's not even like he's a successful manager. Like, you could... Stokely's not that successful either as a manager, but someone like Don Callis, his guys win.
Yeah.
Don Callis doesn't win, but his guys win. So that's the kind of guy you want. Yeah, you're right. QT Marshall, that's fair. Powerhouse Hobbs, I quite like similar things, really, just directions of certain guys that have been a little directionist. Powerhouse Hobbs is doing a thing. Ricky Starks is moving on. Ricky Starks especially, we've got the Bullet Club now. Like, the actual Bullet Club.
Really?
They said Bullet Club. The graphic was on the screen, the music. The actual Bullet Club. It's Juice Robinson. But
right.
maybe this is that Forbidden Door opening again. That's cool. Especially considering the company is called All Elite Wrestling, because the Elite guys couldn't use the Bullet Club name when they left New Japan. And now the Bullet Club is in All Elite. It's historic. It's noteworthy, I think. Also, what else? What was the other one? I feel like there was someone else that's doing something now that wasn't really doing much before. But, anyway, someone else be positive for a while. I'll think. Sure, there's something I'm missing.
We'll get to the Raw recap in a bit, but I'm giving a thumbs up to the ending of Raw.
Oh.
With the Bloodline Sami Zayn thing continuing a bit more.
I've got no idea what happened.
One of the Usos betrayed Sami Zayn.
Oh, one of them?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I think it was the one that was wishy-washy or whatever. The wishy-washy
Jay.
Uso.
Yeah.
Jay hated him and then was, like, kind of liked him again.
Yeah.
So now Jay's just back in line with the other bloodlines, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ah, that's a shame. He was interested
The way,
for a while.
the way it was done was quite good, though. I thought it was. I mean, this whole thing has been pretty well done.
It had to go that way. They have to get to that tag match eventually.
Alright, keep going. I'm just typing. Just adding onto the box here. There we go. I put Revolution using the trope of wrestlers stealing finishing moves to win a match twice in one night. I think that's the only other thumbs down I can come up with.
one more quick one from SmackDown. Well, I have actually noticed the last couple of weeks, but I noticed it again this week. I sent a tweet to you, Smooth, about it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. This is actually valid. I actually like
Braun
this.
Strowman's Titantron. Since he come back, they've been calling him the monster of all monsters.
Yeah.
Which bit of a silly nickname, but there you go. And his Titantron graphic says monster of all monsters. So there's a shit actually as well. And then since he's come back, they started putting the LEDs around the ring side, haven't they?
Yeah.
And the graphic on there, for some reason, says monsters of all monsters. They've copied the monsters bit. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
That's just Titantron, which is okay. It's normal.
Monster of all monsters.
And then you see
Looks good.
greatest shot, but you see it.
Oh god. That's Bush League in my opinion.
Which one's worse? Will the illegal S there or the white dot?
The white dot, definitely. The white dot's there every week, and they want nothing about it.
Wonder how long it's going to take for them to realise. They still haven't realised American Nightmake.
No.
I hope he gets the new one for WrestleMania. You know.
Did you see? You might not have seen. Is it Downstage with his music? They've done an acoustic version of that track. I was listening to it on YouTube the other day, and then, as YouTube does, it recommended a video from one of his AEW entrances. I didn't realise they're using the same font in AEW for American Nightmare, but they've done it right. It actually says
Right.
American Nightmare. Someone in WWE has actually edited it.
It got cut off. That's so bad.
Yeah. So anyway. I think that's it for unless we anyone else to go anything first.
I don't know. I think it's a good.
Oh, I've got we've got more thumbs down there. Sorry, I'll leave it for this week. Just the end of the recap.
I just got a note to put Jeff Jarrett in your box until he leaves the company. Alrighty. Yeah, that's a good. A little bit more thumbs down than anything. But yeah, if I didn't fill that out, I would definitely put the women's stuff in there for sure. Because like, I missed out on the first hour of Dynamite this week because I took like an extended nap, and yeah, Ruby Soho coming out and explaining her actions, and it's because she got booed and everybody was standing with the homegrown talent, and yeah, it's just okay, cool. You established motive or motivation and whatnot, and then Sky Blue comes out, and they have a 2-segment match. And Sky Blue is not really a threat or a contender to anything, unfortunately. Maybe she is on Rampage. I don't watch Rampage. There's no reason to watch Rampage. There's no crossover between Dynamite and Rampage, which is a criticism I've had for months now. Yeah, I don't know. It was very, very skippable. So, I mean, between the way the women's match ended on Revolution and that, you could easily make an argument for them being a thumbs down contender this week for sure. Just to put that out there.
Yeah, sure.
So, yes, you wanted to do the Raw recap, by the way. I feel like we gotta have music for this here.
Oh, we should, didn't we?
I'm trying to put
I
something
suppose
on
the biggest story coming out of Raw is probably nothing that actually happened on Raw. It's apparently backstage. Vince McMahon was backstage for the first time since he left. Apparently the story is he was sat in creative all night in Gorilla all night and didn't get involved, which I found really hard to believe. But anyway, yeah, apparently he was sat there all night. Triple H ran the show as he has been doing. The other story coming out of it is that apparently he's got a really creepy moustache.
Yeah, so I looked into this.
There was a Photoshop going around, which apparently Sean Ross Sapp has said it's not
Yeah,
real.
it's a fake.
But yeah, there is. The story that he did have a moustache, that is true, but there's no photographic evidence yet.
According to Sportskeeda, they did a write-up. That's what it supposedly looks like. This is allegedly a legit photo of him sticking out the mustache.
He looks quite a lot different, actually.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp says...
Oh, what?
It's a fake. It's a fake.
Yeah.
How do I know that that's not the fake?
Ooh.
They photoshopped it out.
That's a good point. And
Well, yeah,
they continue with what you said about, Vince was reportedly backstage at Monday Night Raw.
So the story, he was there to visit Cena. He was basically there to say hello to Cena, because Cena was on Raw for the first time in a while. So he came to Raw to see him. Don't know, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard about him being backstage at SmackDown, so maybe it was just a one-off. But see if he's there next week, maybe.
Who goes Vince Vincent? What the hell?
There was quite a few people noticed that it wasn't as good as it has been last week. There were certain bits that you think, okay, that stinks of Vince. Almost destroying Dolph Ziggler being one.
Bobby Lashley taunted Bray Wyatt to face him like a man.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair defeated Carmella. Shocker.
The Cena bit was good and it wasn't, and it felt a bit odd in a way, because basically Cena come out, got the hometown hero welcome like you would expect, and before he could say anything, Theory came out, and before there wasn't even any sort of argument. He just went, "Do you want to fight me at WrestleMania?" And it seemed a bit too quick, There was no sort of build to, why. He wanted to fight at WrestleMania, and initially Cena said no, and then it got a bit interesting, and they had a bit of a back and forth where Cena basically said Theory wasn't ready for WrestleMania. It said quite a good comment about they'll never need to pipe in crowd noise for me to get me over.
Ooh.
Which that was a low blow comment, I think. And then Theory said something about his bald spot or something. So back and forth comments. And then eventually Cena said yeah, because that was where it was all going. So that's confirmed now. We're gonna have a US title match, Theory and Cena.
Title on the line or no?
Yeah, it is US title. Yeah. So yeah, can't see Cena win. Surely he's not going to be US champion again.
Big match, John. That's what I'm picking, by the way.
Yeah, if you get a couple of minutes, watch the promo. It was decent. But,
okay.
And then we had the other sort of Mania match confirmed with your friend Logan Paul and Seth.
Fuck him.
I can't remember a lot about this promo actually, but it basically ended with he's challenging to a match, and I think he's accepted it. I think he had accepted it because they put the graphic up.
Gotcha.
Anyway. And then we had a bit of a women's showdown with the Damage Control and the Lita and Trish and Becky. Apparently this is all going to be built until Trish turning on Lita and Becky. then she's going to be working with Becky as a heel till SummerSlam. More of it.
Oh, this down here.
And then the main event was Sammy versus Jimmy. With Jay was still missing at this point. He hadn't turned up yet. He turned up during the match. And then it was really well done actually. You seen Jay looked like he was gonna hug Jimmy in the ring, but then didn't. He walked past him. And then on the outside he ended up hugging Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought he was aligning himself with Sammy, and then everyone, had a bit of a cheer and stuff, and then totally out the blue he hit him with a super kick on the outside, and then shouted stuff about family and stuff.
Family.
So the bloodline is back together.
So it just seemed like this whole rift was just TV filler at this point, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. The super kick was quite well done. You didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. But I had a feeling Jay would go back with the bloodline at some point, but I didn't think it was going to be at this point.
Brothers that drink together, stay together.
This was a bit long. I know we can't see it on the feed, but this seemed to be a little bit longer than I thought it was. Then they were just building for time, really, because it was the last bit of the show.
Can you not see the Chrome window here?
No, we can see it. So
okay.
Only,
Right. Yeah, because copyright claims and things like that.
He hugs him here, so you think, he's back on. He's back. There was a little Ushi chant as well as he did this, which is quite good.
As at this moment, they're gonna get some Waffle House, and then.
And then the super kick you don't see coming. I didn't anyway. Maybe you might do it again. Sammy's obviously over.
Oh!
Yeah.
Knocked him into another area code.
And then he drags him in the ring and bashes him a bit more. I think was it on SmackDown when they get him mixed up? Did Cody come out? Yeah, I think Cody come out and stop them from beating him anymore.
Yeah, no Kevin Owens yet.
No.
Oh, no, right here.
Well,
yeah.
He had a bit of a backstage bit with Kevin Owens, and again he was saying, I don't want nothing to do with you. And he's still saying no.
That's a great. That's a great fan expression there. That's awesome. Oh man, yeah. Then.
There's Cody.
Oh, let's see. Still, yep. American Nightmare. There it is. We're like a month away from WrestleMania, and they still haven't fixed this.
It reminds me of Cody's always walking around in this suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you not put casuals on at any point, or
No.
Always in a suit.
A little while ago, I saw someone on Reddit said, "This guy moves like a politician." The reply was, "He is a politician."
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that was Raw basically. It was a little bit filler, but then at the same time there was obviously some Mania matches made. So I suppose you could say there was some progression. Do you know what I watched SmackDown Live? I can't remember a single thing from it. We had a fatal five-way match at the beginning. It was McIntyre, Sheamus, Karrion Kross, Xavier Woods, and LA Knight. And it was supposed to be for the Gunter.
I'm sorry. Do you see something wrong with this right here?
Well, that's definitely not true.
Not to interrupt you, Will, but do you see something wrong with this page?
Yeah. You're not seeing?
No, I'm being picky.
Oh, no.
2003.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Oh well.
March What was the date? March 10th.
10th, yeah. 2020.
2003. It was actually on March the 13th.
Oh, right.
Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas beat Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman. And Rey Mysterio is still around, and Shelton Benjamin's still around.
Yeah.
Rikishi beat Chuck Palumbo. Big Show and A-Train beat Tajiri and Funaki. Eddie and Chavo Guerrero versus Rhino and mystery partner entered a no contest. The Pittsburgh Penguin beat Matt Hardy by a count out. And in the main event, Kurt Angle beat Brock Lesnar to retain the WWE title. That's pretty big.
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah.
Little flashback. So yeah, this 5-way match was supposed to be to determine who was going to face Gunther at WrestleMania. It ended with McIntyre hitting the Claymore and Sheamus hitting the Brogue Kick on LA Knight and Xavier Woods at the same time, and they both got a pin at the same time. So later on, it was decided that it's going to be Sheamus and McIntyre next week on SmackDown to then face Gunther, but I assume that's probably going to end in a KO or something. We're going to have a triple threat eventually. Judgment Day, I'd go. Rey Mysterio was announced for the Hall of Fame. He's the first one this year. Which I thought was a bit weird considering he's still active. But
For now.
maybe he's in. Well, for now, yeah. So they did a little sort of tribute video for him, and then he got introduced to the crowd. And Dom turned up and was a prick, obviously.
Hey,
Sorry.
what have you got?
Cherry 7-Up.
Cherry 7-Up.
Talk to me about cherries.
Have you
Okay,
fallen
sorry.
afoul of a cherry?
Football joke, we got beat by Bournemouth.
That's way over my head. That was a good one.
So Legado del Fantasma, they've been backing right up a little bit. They turned up, and we had a 6-man Legado del Fantasma versus Judgment Day. Dominic's doing a Kevin Owens. He's still trying to get Ray to have this match. He won't do it. Just as Ray's doing a Kevin Owens, shouldn't he? He's not agreeing to this match, which they've only got it'll be 2 weeks next week, won't it? We got 2 weeks next week. Hurry up and decide to have this match. Charlotte, the Viking raid. Strowman and Ricochet. I'd rather seen Strowman's silly graphics.
Yeah.
Charlotte defeated Shotzi, not Blackheart. And then there was a thing with the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes ran down and got involved again. Pretty much the same ending to what happened on Raw, really. Shotzi didn't have a suit on this time. I didn't have a full suit on anyway. So yeah, that's your weekly shows from WWE. Over on NXT, very briefly. Shawn Michaels turned up on this Grayson Waller effect show thing that he'd been hyping. He didn't accept him. Matt Waller challenged him to a match at WrestleMania, and he didn't. Michaels was having none of it. So then he said, "But this guy will have a match with you," and he introduced Johnny Gargano. So he's going back to NXT, which is actually a very good bit of long-term storytelling, because Gargano was the last person to have a match with Waller before he left the main roster, and Waller beat him. So there's a little bit of history there. And then I don't know if you can did a bit of a weird segment with I forget her name now, the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Is it?
Perez, yeah.
She had a match and retained the title, and then she collapsed in inverted commas, and she's celebrating.
Huh.
And it was a little bit. I don't know when it was, but I don't remember watching it years ago. Shawn Michaels did something similar
on Raw
way back in the day, and it was a little bit eerie of that. It was quite similar to the way it was done. There we go. This is it. So you've missed the collapse, but
I'm backing up. Sorry.
it's right at the start. Yeah, you see her celebrating. She's a bit shaky.
Yeah, there you go. She's gone down.
That was horrible. I'm sorry.
They made it seem quite legit. I know it was when you look back
The
at it.
stagger's alright, but then, yeah. She lands in the most comfortable position. Just having a little lie down.
You made it seem quite legit, actually, because all the refs come out, and then Booker gets up from the announce table to check she's okay.
Yeah, that's what Vince did.
Michaels turns up in the end.
Yeah, back in the day, that took I think 2 or 3 segments when they were trying to tend to Shawn Michaels and get him out of the ring.
I don't remember it happening to Michaels. I've seen clips since, but I don't remember it. Maybe
I can try to I can find it on YouTube, I think.
I've seen clips since. I just don't remember it happening. Maybe
I don't remember the reasoning behind it. Is the thing
you get a good little view of you go forward a little bit. Well, you see Michaels in them. There's the stretcher, obviously. Michaels comes to check he's okay. There's Booker standing up. You get a good little view of what it's like backstage at NXT.
Oh my god! Why does he have a cowboy hat of a tortilla chip?
The worst bit is in a minute. I didn't quite understand what happens in a minute. For some reason, Michaels is in charge of putting the oxygen mask on her.
What?
I think it comes. Yeah, there you go.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
One of those medics there. There's so many people.
And this dude corrects him. He's like, no, it goes on like this. What the fuck?
And then you see a good little, if you're interested in that kind of thing, that you see him. This is the old performance center, isn't it? So this is where
Yeah.
It's not as big, obviously, as a big arena, but
Man, they really lucked out with the whole performance arena during the pandemic.
yeah. There was a rumor they were going back to full sale, wasn't it? But it doesn't seem to have happened.
Hey, the ambulance is right there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, with Sean running NXT, I'm not surprised that he would, pull something like that,
Just something the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dragon Lee was finally. He didn't debut. Oh, excuse me, sorry. He didn't debut, but he was in the crowd. They introduced him at last. I think he's possibly going to be having his first match at the pay-per-view the day before WrestleMania. Stand and Deliver. Silly name for a pay-per-view, but still.
Yeah.
Is this the Mania card up to now? Is it?
Yeah, here's the updated Mania card as of right now. It looks like we've got, 7 matches, and then The Miz apparently hosting the show this year because Creative doesn't have anything for him.
Well, have you seen? Sorry, slightly off topic, but kind of on topic as well. The Mania Goes Hollywood promos they've been doing.
I saw the Joker one for Rollins, and I was like,
Yeah,
I've only seen that one.
yeah.
we probably won't be able to do it on the show. We'll have to watch it afterwards. But there was a new one this week of Miz and Maurice doing Top Gun.
Oh my god.
It wasn't too bad. The only thing that ruined it was the really poor, uncopyrighted version of Danger Zone that they had to use.
Oh no!
You get to watch that in a bit because yeah, it wasn't the best.
This looks like a solid lineup here, I have to say.
I'm interested to know where they're gonna get more matches. Unless they're gonna have really long matches, you're gonna get 2 nights out of this.
Yeah. This could be like
I mean,
a
the only
good
other
night one here, I think. Or at least some of them.
the only one you've got Wyatt and
Lashley, yeah.
Yeah. That's not officially made yet, but yeah, that's coming, I assume.
That's gonna be added on, isn't it? Where else are they gonna get matches?
Gunther has to do something, doesn't he?
Gunther, yeah, that's another one, isn't it? You'd imagine the Usos are gonna be involved somewhere as well with the tag titles.
Yeah. Dirt sheet Wikipedia.
Oh,
here
yeah,
has
because
the
the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That'll be on there.
Yeah. 20 days still left.
I did say that apparently Triple H wants to have smaller cards.
Okay, well, you can have smaller cards after WrestleMania, pal, alright?
We're going to have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I don't think so. Maybe they will.
That's my favorite match.
According to Wikipedia, Rollins and Logan Paul is slotted for night one. Everything else is still kind of up in the air.
I think they mentioned that on Raw, yeah. Said it was going to be on night one.
So, well, there you go. WrestleMania.
We're still doing the Hall of Fame.
20 days away.
As well on the Friday. Like they did last year, which I think it kind of cheapens it a little bit. I think it should be its own event. Don't like to do it having it after SmackDown. But I suppose it's all about the money, isn't it?
It is all about the money.
Or the money.
Is it bank on money? That's
something like that. Yeah.
pretty bad.
I've seen a report this week as well that apparently he's not true. This is obviously, but apparently he's already working on a basic outline for WrestleMania 40.
Huh.
This guy plans in advance.
Have they announced where 40 is going to be?
Yeah, Philadelphia, I think.
Philadelphia. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they got the Bell logo.
Yeah. It's a big one, though, isn't it? Because they like having the anniversaries on the 5 and 10s on them. So. WrestleMania 40 will be a big one.
Yeah. Anything else before we get out of here?
I think we've covered it.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Again, AEW Double or Nothing starts the new pay-per-view game. And, 20 days away from WrestleMania 39, which will wrap up that pay-per-view wrestling game as well. So, yeah, that should be... I don't know. I'm actually kind of hoping that WrestleMania is a good show. Because it's Wrestle-fucking-Mania. Like, come on. How you going to cock it up?
Yeah.
By letting
But the only thing I'm not looking forward to right now is the Lesnar Omos match.
Yeah, that seems like the only one that's going to be a stinker. Because Lesnar's not going to be willing to, he doesn't want to go after Wyatt for whatever reason. But, I don't know. That seems like a get-a-snack match, if you will. Which is kind of crazy to think about how he went from lifting the ring from a forklift at SummerSlam to, I'm just going to wrestle a big, tall guy. So
maybe this might be it. Maybe after Mania, he might be done.
Maybe.
He's not really the attraction he was, is he? Let's be honest. I mean, they could turn him into something big again if they wanted to, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just all a matter in the booking. Alrighty. Well, that wraps up today's edition of the show. Join us next week if we've got some stuff to talk about. If not, well, we'll be back somewhere between now and before WrestleMania. So until then, have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm. Hopefully, winter finally gets the hell out of here and we can enjoy some spring weather here. And we'll see you next week. Have a great one, everybody. Good night.